Hey there, what I'd like to do today is give you a small bit of, well, just a thought really for you to consider. In this day and age, and probably many other ages before us, there's been a lot of expectations of how we should be in this world from society, from our friends, from our teachers, from our colleagues even, from our employers, from our family, from our spouses, from our pets, whatever it may be. There's always a sense of an opinion of how you should be. Now, this may on the surface seem quite hard to do, but here's the thing, and here's how I really live my life, and I have no regrets about it because I'm coming from a wonderful place when doing so. You see, other people's opinions of you are absolutely not any of your business. They're just simply not your business at all. We can spend so much time caring about what other people think about us following our dream even. If we have a goal, we think, oh, what will my spouse think? Or what will my employer think if I consider this new opportunity? Or what will it go? It's going against the norm running my own business, or it's going against the norm to be with the person that I want to be, or whatever it may be, really. Because we have all these magazines and society having to do the 9 to 5, having to be and act and look a certain way. But I'm here to tell you, and I really want you to take this on fully and completely, that their opinion is nothing to do with you. If someone's disliking your goal or dream, that's fine. It's none of your business. It's none of your business whatsoever what people think of you. And if you think about it, it's quite rude to have that ownership over someone else's opinion. It's their opinion, not yours. So yes, I'm saying they're quite hard line, but I think it's so important if you're going to make changes in your life that you have to stick to your own voice. Stick to your own vision. Become the visionary of your life. Yes, it may rock some people in your life by going for a certain dream. I've had people emailing me saying in the past that they've got one outcome for themselves, but their family wants something else for them. It's not their life to live. And yes, you may hurt your family. You may go against society's mainstream ideals of living, but that is nothing to do with you. You have to follow your dream. You have to do what you've got to do. And when you do, you will then become the example that it can be done. And I've said that quite a few times now in over the last few years, that if you think about this, people have a certain level of expectations of you maybe, or they may be doubting your ability. They may have a certain opinion of what you can or cannot do. But I want to ask you the question, when you think about their opinion, where might they have got it from? They may have got it from society itself. They may have got it from their parents. They may have got it from their own life experience. But you're not their parents, you're not the society, you're not their experience. So you got to consider that their outcomes for you, or those perceptions or opinions of you, are going to be very subjective for them. So in other words, they're perceiving a whole different reality of what could be possible for you. That is not the truth, because we all see the world subjectively. One person can go through one event and another person can go through the exact same event, but they both come from come up with different conclusions. So be aware that it's none of your business what people think of you. I have no problem. I mean, with my work personally, I've given over 100 hours or so for free. And I know for a fact, and I've been told this, that my competitors dislike that. But that's nothing to do with me. That's their own issue. If they want to live their life in a certain way, that's fine. But I have no right to dwell on what people think of me as a person. I just have no time for it in my life. My life takes up enough time for itself, let alone taking up my other time with other people's opinions of what I should be doing in my life. And there has been times in the past where people have doubted my ability to do certain things. They've said that I couldn't do this or I shouldn't do this. And those ideas and those shouldn'ts are just based on their own limitations. And you're not their limitations. So please, 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 go by your own dream. Go by your own vision, become the visionary, and be the example which says that you can. Be the example that says you can do this, so other people will have permission to do the same too. That way, you will be breaking up their model of the world. You'll be transforming their perception. And when you do, they will change as well. And they will, in other words, they will see an example of what can be done. That they don't have to do it themselves. They don't even have to buy into their own limitations. Because they've seen an example in you of having gone for what you've gone for. So go ahead, and even despite any failures, by the way. Failures don't exist in my world. They're just simply learnings. You have to keep going. Life is hard, and even when we have that external pressure from society and our friends and our family, it can be harder because they're trying to prove their own mindset right. But don't give up on your dream. Don't give up on your own ideals of where you're heading. Keep moving forward, keep learning, keep progressing. When you do, there'll be no such thing as failure. And I promise you, there's no such thing of failure in my world. And I would never say this to try to impress you, by the way. I mean, just because I'm saying I've done this. I mean, I have issues still. I'm a human. But I refuse to give up on my goals. I refuse to buy into other people's expectations. I refuse to buy in society. This is my life, and I'm going to see what happens playing it by my own rules. So you don't have to live by society's rules. I mean, obviously the law, that's a good thing to stick by, but not those made up rules of how you should be. You have to follow your heart. And when you follow your heart, you become aligned and congruent, and you start to project it out there in your reality. So always know that. Never buy into other people's expectations. Other people's opinions of you are none of your business. They really aren't your business. So get your head out of there as best as you can and live your life the way that you deserve. One of freedom, one of peace, one of love. And when you do what you love most, you will transform your life on every area of your life. So just be love and just love it and kind of push it out there into the world. Because when you do, you change other people's opinions of what can be possible. And remember this, final word on this. Only you can define what is possible or not. Only you. So if other people are saying, well, that can't be done, you are the definer of what's realistic. No one else. No one else can define what is realistic. You've got to do what you've got to do. If you believe you can do it, you go ahead and do it. This is your life, your goals, your dreams, your passions, your love. Do what you've got to do because only you can define what is realistic or not. And when you go beyond your comfort zone and do it, you then begin to get more momentum and growth and more expectation out of yourself because you think, well, if I can do this, what else I can do? So you're starting to change your focus from limitation to possibility. And there are so many possibilities out there. There really are. So go ahead and do it. Live your life on your terms. Be your potential. Go ahead and do it.